Mosquito sprays over Minot, its Air Force Base, Williston, and Burlington are expected to happen next week and another in August. Base officials say the exact time and area to be treated can't be determined in advance due to uncertain weather conditions. Airmen will use a modified C-130 Hercules cargo aircraft that'll fly 150 feet above ground level to spray registered pesticides. The base public health recommends people and domestic animals remain indoors while the aerial spray is occurring until the mist settles to the ground.